Today may very well be my most favorite thing to share with you ever. My heart honestly has wanted to make a change for so long. I don't know if maybe you feel this way too, but just logistics, that alone, it has really made our ability to be flexible almost impossible. There's just no other word to use other than just excited about what I'm going to share with you for the first time today. And if I'm being honest, still have a little bit of anxiety about sharing this. I haven't posted it on my other social media outlets where I have, like personal Facebook, Instagram, things like that, where a lot of people know me personally, because I think there's this thing like if we say it out loud, then it becomes a reality. And sometimes that in itself is a little scary. And I think anytime we turn a chapter or enter a new season of our lives, that is totally new, or maybe we experienced it a long time ago and we haven't experienced it for a very long time and it feels new again. It can just be nervous energy. I know that we are creatures of habit, just like our animals, we sort of get used to these routines. But what I've been experiencing the last couple of years, especially living in Austin, Texas, is just this feeling that while I will always love Austin and it will always be a place that I call home, I've literally lived here for so many years of my life, like 30 years, I still am craving something that it's not giving me. This is it, we are moving back to the country. And this is where I really feel like I'm going back to my roots, okay? Because I grew up in a very small town, and emphasis on very. It was like 310, maybe 12 people. I always used to joke that it depends on if, a new family comes in, which wasn't that often, or someone leaves, which wasn't that often. So, when I would describe how to locate it, I would just say, it's between Austin and Houston. It's like right off 290. If you blink, you kind of miss it. It's one of those towns. Well, in the recent years, my little hometown has actually become a little bit more well-known, and it's really because of its proximity to Round Top, which is one of our favorite pastimes. My childhood best friend manages a boutique hotel in Round Top. It's called the Frenchie Boutique Hotel. If you haven't heard of it, you need to Google it or watch my video on it. I digress. Let me tell you a little funny story. I literally came up with the name last night because I was looking for something that was all encompassing of this thing that I've really been sort of ruminating on, or marinating on is a better word, for a long time. And your brain just never shuts off. If you literally work from home, you know what I mean so hard, because even if we're sitting at the dinner table and I want to relax, my brain is still going. So I try not to talk about things that are stressful at dinner, because that just doesn't make for good digestion. Alex is my business partner. He does all of the things behind the scenes, and I do everything in front of the scenes. I'm simplifying things, of course, right? We have been talking about this change for a very long time now, for a couple of years. We are very decided on the course of action that we're going to take. And because of that, I want to build community around topics that reflect, again, the next chapter of our lives. Hence this title that I came up with last night. I'm sort of there's a lot of branches going on at the same time here, so I hope you're okay with that, following me. I tend to do that, but I promise I'll come back to the point. So last night, I'm like, what if it was called this? And when I went in, he had just gotten out of the shower. I'm running in there going, I came up with a name. And he's like, okay, drying his head, like, okay, what is it? And I'm like, it's going to be, instead of Beauty Side, it's going to be Beauty Backyards. And I'm like, no, don't say anything now. I'm like, just think about it. It's genius. It ties everything together. It's emotional. I love it. It's deep. It's this, it's that. I'm going on and on and on. And he's like, trying to, in a very polite way, without completely dismissing the name, trying to be more supportive by making a creative suggestion about the title having back roads in it instead of backyards. And I'm like, oh my God. God, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning at that point. I'm like, that's what I meant to say. What did I say? I said beauty backyards, and we're both laughing. I meant to say beauty backroads. Oh my God, we're both on the same page. So we had a good laugh, but this was literally happening between like 12 and 2 last night. I just became, it started out at dinner time, which was, I don't know, 8 maybe when I had the idea, and then I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I just kept going back. First, we were talking about it being like Jen in the country, and I, even though I thought that was definitely reflective of where we're going, it definitely needed to embody the beauty aspect of it, because in the future, not only will I be sharing all of my beauty stories and sort of the journey of how I got to where I am now and how they've shaped me and the lessons that I've learned that I really want to share with you, but I also want to later interview people that have had beauty journeys. Even though I was so blessed in my life, I didn't have some of the types of fortunes that other people had. Now, you could look at that in a negative way, but for me, I actually think that it forced me to be more creative. I cannot wait to go on this journey with you. When I say moving back to the country, that is a loaded statement, because my partner, who is from Milan, Italy, has never really lived in this type of country before. He's familiar with the country, but the Italian countryside's a little different than what we're talking about in Texas with 300 people. But it is, I feel like, going back to this serene place that allows you to breathe. Every time I go visit my family in the area, I feel like I can breathe deeper. I feel like my nervous system relaxes. Y'all, I want more animals. You feel me? Like, I had 3 pugs, and now we have 1 4-pound Yorkie. But she was a runt, by the way. Biggest personality, let me tell you, if you've ever seen her. But I want more animals. I grew up with so many different animals in my backyard. My dad was a cattle salesman. My mom was a stay-at-home beautician. And I just really, it's not like me going back to my childhood. It's not like one of those types of moves. It's just me appreciating the thing that I never appreciated when I was there. So we're going to build a home from scratch. I'm super nervous about that, by the way. We keep going back and forth on plans. We are finalizing, the details of what everything means. And in the next 2 years, I just want to share that process with you. I'll take you out to the countryside. I'll show you how we're going to build a home from the ground up. So if you're interested in that, hey, maybe you can avoid some mistakes that we make there as well. My sister is like the #1 realtor. I'm going to just put that out there. She is the biggest go-getter out of anybody you've ever met in your life. So if you're in the Washington County area, my sister, her name is Gabrielle Means. She's at Market Realty in Burton, Texas. She will bend over backwards for you. There's no one that will fight harder for what it is that you want to make the best educated deal for you. From a genuine standpoint, wants the best for the people that she works for. So that really shines through her personality. But I'll have her on the podcast as well. She'll be there. We're building on land together. So, my sister is the genius that finds the deals. I'm going to be located, a little fun fact, right next to the cafe that is now retired, but was once the main go-to cafe in the town, which was founded by my grandma and grandpa. So it really just has this really, I think, connective emotional tissue for us, for me and maybe my sister, maybe not the guys so much. But I'm really excited for the fact that we will be living close to all of my relatives, since Alex's relatives are in Italy. And maybe at some point we'll be able to bring his parents here too. And we'll all just be one big, fun, messy, crazy, English, half Italian speaking family in a rural Texas town. And that, my friend, should be enough to entertain you. Maybe we'll just leave it at that for now. I'll be sharing so many fun behind the scenes tips from the country with you, and all my new animals that I eventually get. I'm so excited. And on that note, please take a moment and like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure and set that notification bell. And remember, the more you know, the more you glow. Ciao for now.